Today I'm going to be showing you how to 180. A while back I got asked if I could make a video on how to do it, so I thought I might as well do it. Before you learn 180s, you want to be able to do fakies and half cabs. And what that is when you ride backwards and then half a spin out, which is a half cab. And you also want to be able to bunny hop reasonably well. There's two types of bunny hops you can use for doing 180s. One of them is where you lift the front wheel up first and then your back wheel. And the other type is when you pick up both wheels at the same time. But I reckon that way is a lot harder. Now I'll show you what a fakie is. So for learning fakies, I reckon the easiest way is to find something with an incline, like I have my ramp here. All I do is roll up it and roll back down, and that gives a good amount of speed to practice fakies. But you can also do foot jams and roll out of that in a fakie. You can go up against a wall and put your weight forward, then push back off the wall and roll backwards. And if you have front brakes, you can always do a stoppie and then just fakie out of that. Some tips for fakies. The first one will be stay relaxed. Don't get all tensed up and nervous when you're going backwards. Just have your arms relaxed. You don't need to lock your arms out or anything like that. The second tip will be keep your weight over the seat when you're doing a fakie, so you don't have to lean right back. Just have it slightly over the back end. And the third tip would be, unless you have a three coaster, your cranks will be spinning backwards. You only need to spin your cranks backwards the same amount as what the chain would be, so you don't have to be spinning flat out while you're doing the fakie. Now I'll show you how to exit a fakie. What you want to do is you want to turn in the direction you want to go. So if I want to go this way, I'll turn that way and that'll make my bike spin this way. And same thing for this way, you turn the opposite way you want to go, like reversing in a car. And while you're faking, you want to try get your pedal up like that, like time it right and put down a bit of weight, and that should spin you around. You only get used to doing that by practice, so you just got to practice until you get the feel of it. If you can tell, I slightly pedal a bit quicker so I can match the timing to when I'm turning. And I'll show you a half cab. It's the same thing, but all you do is a little bunny hop instead of just lifting your front wheel. Now it's time to do the actual spin. If you've got a BMX and a mountain bike, I recommend you use your BMX because they're a lot easier to spin than a mountain bike. First of all, you want to learn how to carve. You don't really have to carve much on a BMX to do the rotation unless you're having trouble spinning it. But on a full suspension mountain bike, you got to put a lot of effort to get the bike around. So what carving is when you start to hook in the direction that you're going to do the 180, and while you're carving you should be like compressing like you're going to do the bunny hop, because that's what you're going to do. You're going to carve and then spring up and do the spin. When you're doing the carve on a mountain bike, what you want to do is really compress your suspension. So when you're turning, you really want to push it in so you can get a good pop to get the spin around. The next part of being able to 180 is the bunny hop and spinning part. You can use either style of bunny hop you want. You probably should learn both and work out which one you rather. First of all, I'll show you the front wheel and back wheel one. So what you want to be doing is going up and carving so your bars will be slightly turned. You want to push in like you're going to do a bunny hop. You want to pull up and turn your head and shoulders, and then you want to pick the back end up using your legs, and you can also use your hips to twist it around and bring it around too. And you can also bend your knees to get the bike level. Try to land straight as you can, so then you can roll backwards if you want, or if you want you can land a bit less than 180 if you want to spin out straight away. It makes it easy if you do it like that. For the wheels at the same time, all you want to do is go up and carve a lot. Compress your knees and elbows down and jump up, lifting the wheels up at the same time, and look over you, turn your head and shoulders, and bring the bike around like that. It takes a lot of effort for the longer bikes, so you really have to try. Don't expect to be able to do it straight away. You can work your way up to doing a 180. You can just do a 90-degree spin and try to get further and further around. For that, just go slowly. You wouldn't want to go really fast and land like that because you'd probably go off to the side. If you're having trouble getting the full 180 around, record yourself and check out the footage and see what you're doing wrong. Make sure that you're getting decent height off the ground with your bunny hops, and make sure that you're turning your head and shoulders. If you want to fakie for a long time after your 180, you've got to land pretty straight on and get ready to fakie out and keep continuing. Then you can just use the half cab, want to call it, to turn out and spin back around. I've never really 180 over objects, so this was a bit of a learning thing for me. I started off with bunny hopping too late, so my back wheel kept clipping the object. Then I finally learnt that you got to bunny hop earlier than you would expect, and make sure you get your back wheel up in the air nice and high. Doing 180s off a jump is pretty much the same thing as a hop 180, except you don't have to pull up as hard because the jump will do all the work to get you in the air. And also in this clip, I forgot there's a big hole behind, and I faked into it and kicked me up pretty bad. Hopefully the video helped you out a bit, and yeah, that's pretty much all I got to say. Just enjoy a few clips of some 180s I did on one of the days. Thanks for watching.
Twitch.
Try to do a 180 and I bust my lip, but I don't give a